I still can't believe you're giving my sister a brutish shark for a monster. Weiss huffed. I'm rather pleased with the choice, Weiss. Sharks are very efficient creatures. And far from the brutes you're painting them out to be. Winter told her sister. It's true, Weiss. Even if our world didn't have Grimm, sharks would still be far from the most dangerous creatures in our world. And there's even been reports of sharks saving swimmers, boarders and small boats from the Grimm. Granted, they were most likely trying to make a meal of the Grimm or defending their territory rather than actually saving people, but the point stands. Pyrrha said. Yep. I've been swimming in shark-infested waters before and never got bit. And that's coming from a girl who got struck by a lightning bolt. That's bad luck. Nora said. 1. And they're freaking awesome. Let's see the episode already. Yon cheered. You don't have to tell me twice. Katana said, starting the episode. A cartoon opening was shown with a bunch of very muscular humanoid sharks breaking through a wall. The intro song played as the man-sharks were moving through concrete like they were swimming through it, then bursting out like some sharks breach out of the water, then driving around on large motorcycles, all the while having the image of a shark-like monster superimposed over their faces, except for the last scene, which had a large toad-like monster superimposed over it. What was that? Glenda asked, unsure of how to react. That was the opening from an old cartoon called Street Sharks. Katana told her. Any good? John asked. I don't know. I never saw any of it. My siblings and I were more Ninja Turtles kids. She explained. Hello, fellow hunters. Today is for the amphibians, or specifically, since there's only 2 of the blighters, the frog and the shark. Rage declared, showing the image of a large, somewhat intimidating orange and blue frog creature leaping forward with massive jaws wide open, then a shark with frog-like legs, covered in spikes in a defensive-looking position. I admit, this is one of these things is not like the other situation, but I don't make the rules here, that's how they evolved. And hey, frogs can be intimidating. Rage insisted as a strange, somewhat off-putting desert shark was shown with intimidating music playing, but it was all ruined when it let out adorable squeaking noises. All woo. All of the girls gushed all together, even Cinder, Winter and Glinda, adoring the sight of the tiny amphibian. It's so cute, Ruby said. And the noise it makes is even cuter, Cinder said with hearts in her eyes. Second only to King's squeak of rage. Katana agreed. Very intimidating. Ironwood said sarcastically. Yeah. I'm shaking in my boots over here. Crow chuckled. Rage laughed at this. I wanna pop it, he declared giddily as a squishing noise was heard. Don't you dare, Weiss shouted at the screen. I will do everything in my power to cross between dimensions and throttle that man if he brings any harm to that tiny, innocent, adorable creature. Glinda declared, her crop glowing with energy, which extended beyond it to almost look like a purple lightsaber. Be sure to save some for me. Neo added dangerously. But, sharks, you know, sharks. They're always terrifying as hell. He declared again, before a clip of divers petting a tiger shark, which was edited to look like it was blushing and had more expressive eyes to make it seem like it was smiling at the attention as adorable music played. Oh, that's awesome. I want to do that, Yang said excitedly. I've actually done that before once with my family on a paid vacation. My Pumpkin Pete sponsorship did certainly have its benefits, Pyrrha declared. So cool, John said. You're taking us next time, Nora declared, to which Pyrrha nodded. This just goes to shows, students. Some creatures must be given a chance. They may surprise you, Ozpin said. Let's bite into this, then, and begin with Zamtrios, who is known as the monster shark. Rage declared as Alia was shown fighting what looked like two smaller versions of the creature show in a picture before. Suddenly, a clip from a very strangely animated show was played, apparently in the halls of an elementary school, based on all the small children around, a poster of Zamtrios on the wall. No shit, Sherlock. A fat boy in a red coat and sky blue hat with a yellow pom-pom on the top snapped, apparently glaring at the poster. Strange animation technique, Ren noted. Such vulgar language for a child, Weiss said, horrified. That's South Park. It's famous for being incredibly controversial and pushing all the boundaries TV possibly can, Katana explained. Is it still good? Penny asked. Well, it has 23 seasons and the majority of people agree it's still good or relevant compared to other long-running shows, so it must be doing something right, the Ice Demon said. Still, the kid's got a point. Can't get much more straightforward than that, Crow admitted. Yeah, it doesn't leave much to the imagination, I'll grant you, but it is accurate. On the surface, at least, superficially, he is just a fuck-off shark. From the classic maw lined with serrated teeth that shred flesh by simply brushing against it, to that symbol of terror, Rage described the creature, Alia observing the full-sized monster from a safe distance as it wandered around on a frozen lake area. A bit of the classic Jaws theme played for a moment as Rage pointed out the symbol of terror that was the fin on Zamtrios' back, which was zoomed in on for that second. Adorning his back as it screams towards you, cutting through ice, well, as if it were water once more, he declared. Amazing. Its fin is powerful enough to cut through that thick ice. Imagine what it could do to the Grim, Winter noted. And I doubt even a Deathstalker's armor could survive those jaws, Ironwood added. They are the perfect predator for a reason, Glinda admitted. Make no mistake, Zamtrios is a powerful predator. But, to understand him, well, let's return to his childhood. The Zamtrios hatch from a cluster of eggs encased in ice, left there by a mother long since departed and one whom has no intentions of ever returning. An action as cold as the environment they inhabit, but one born out of necessity, as an adult Zamtrios has a hard time resisting the little morsels of meat that are currently pulling themselves out into the world for the first time. Rage explained as the Zamtrios, which leapt into the air and